Alrighty guys, how's she going today? So I got a garbage burning. That's some junk to get rid of. But yeah, the CB kit showed up for the house. Not sure how I'm going to be able to cram everything into this video because I used this camera earlier and battery man said it was still full, but yeah, so I got everything here for the house. That long tube there, apparently it's supposed to be my 102-inch whip CB antenna. So, and you gotta add another 3 feet onto that because of my tripod. And then in this box is all the CB goodies. So I'll show you. There's a couple guys that were wondering what it would take to put one into a house. I think even Captain Jerk was kind of wondering. Well, first of all, you need a damn good antenna. So I got the 102-inch whip because I like it. And it's the biggest one you can get for the cheapest. That'll go about, I think, 7 to 10 miles away, which is overkill. But it'll probably go a little bit further than that because of the tripod that I'm going to be putting it on. So what you need is a CB antenna. Get a good one, okay? Don't get something cheap at Home Depot or Walmart or whatever. You can get your radios from Walmart. That's fine. So first of all, what you're going to need is this 12-volt adapter. You can see that'll work for the CB radio. Okay. You also need, I didn't bring it with me because I forgot, but you also need a 12-volt or 120-volt thingy that converts it over to 12-volt. I knew I was going to forget something to show you guys, but I'll probably do another video on this when I'm completely done with it. But you need that. You need that 12-volt thingy. Maybe I'll put the link below to that. You probably don't need this, but this is what I bought. This is supposed to be a quick disconnect for the 102-inch whip antenna. You probably don't need that, but that's what I'm getting. Okay. You may need this, but this is just what I got as well. This is the heavy-duty stainless steel spring. That's going to allow the 102-inch whip to kind of flex a little bit better, and not put so much strain on the tripod, even though I don't think it'll matter. So I got that, and then you're going to need some kind of a mount to mount the antenna to. Again, depending on what you go with. I got this claw thingy. Okay, that's going to clamp onto my tripod, the pipe, and then the antenna will get mounted here. So that's what I ordered for there, and then I ordered the stud. You'll need a stud or whatever to mount all this together. Okay, and then you're going to need some coax wire. Well, I wasn't sure on what I wanted, so I just ordered 100 feet of the good stuff. This is actually the same stuff as what Big Red has, except this is 100 feet, and on Big Red it was only like 18 feet or whatever. So you'll need some cable. You also need some grounding wire too, which is what I got as well. I did bring that up. But I think the gauge I got on Big Red is 14 gauge. So that's probably all you'll need. You can go bigger if you want, but you don't have to. And then you'll need a CB radio. Well, mine's the Cobra 29LX. So we'll do an unboxing of that right now. So, yeah. So you need all these goodies here pretty much. I think I have everything I think I need to do this. Well, you also have to run the ground wire to something, to ground it. So I'll probably run that down into the basement or whatever to the panel, ground it to that or something. So, yeah, this is the kind of like a high-end radio. There's another one that's higher than this. It's the Bluetooth version, but I didn't want that because I don't need something that's Bluetooth. I don't need Bluetooth. So, yeah, this is the Cobra 29 LX LCD radio. It's got selectable 4-color display. It shows the colors. Looks like red, blue. That's possibly probably an orange. It looks the same as red. Green and an orange. I don't know. There's two. It's got whatever. It's got. It's the most advanced radio, 4-color display. Oh, here. The colors are red, blue, green, or amber. Red and amber look the same. It's got CB and NOAA weather frequencies. Don't know if that antenna will do it. 10 weather channels. 1 touch channel scan. Additional feature: clock, timer, alarm, SWR calibration. Not going to use that because I have one. Antenna warning indicator, talk back, instant channel 9 and 19. 4-pin dynamic microphone. 9-foot mic cord, RF gain, Dynamic, Delta Tune, ANL/NB, keytones. Probably a little bit more that we probably don't know about. So, yeah, and this CB is going in the house. And I'm probably also going to get another Cobra 29 for the big tractor later on. So, okay, so here you take the CB out of your box. Here you get a fancy book. And then your register, I guess, whatever, to verify that you got your CB or whatever. I don't really know. You get a nice little, apparently this is supposed to be chromed, or somewhat chromed mount, which I guess is cool. And then the mic. That's your mic, all still wrapped up. Okay, and then you get the hanger, or the mic hanger, and the screws. You'll need that unless you got some laying around already. This is the other power cord that you get with them. This is standard. This is supposed to go, like if you were supposed to put this into a car or a tractor or whatever, you would run these to your battery or to a fuse or whatever. But see, I'm not using this, okay? Because I'm putting this in a house. You can buy adapters or whatever that can go onto these kind of wirings, but I wasn't really super good with wiring, so they made this kit, which is just a plug and play kind of deal. So you can just, don't throw these away, just put them away, because you never know when this may break. You may need to, you know, replace it with something else then. So we're not going to need that. And then this is supposed to be your radio. This is actually kind of a big radio. I didn't think they were kind of just really this big. But I guess there was a compact version too I didn't know about. So, whatever. It's fine. I probably shouldn't be taking this out of the wrapper yet, but I'm going to anyway. So, okay, and then whatever this is, I guess that's just a, it's not a sticker. No, it's just some kind of a thing that says what it is. And then here's the radio. I believe this one has, it has PA and whatever else. External speaker. I'm probably going to actually order an external speaker for it later on. I'm going to see how the factory one does. That's the factory. Son of a bitch. So, basically this is your menu button. I'm not going to go through all these right now because I can do that in a separate video. This is your menu selector. volume and SQ, dynamic, RF gain, delta tune, talkback with calibration knob. You got scan, channel 9019, instant, CB, weather, PA button, and then it's got a dim button, which means you can dim, you know, your digital thing. It's got the NB button, RF button, or the calibration button. Your mic, your 4-pin mic plug. That's basically it. It's got some other features in there too, but whatever. The back, this is where your CB wire or your coax wire goes into. Your power plug, and then if you have a PA, it would go here. And then if you have an external speaker, it would go here, which I may get an external speaker later on. I want to see how the factory one does. But this is really a fairly big radio. This is actually a hell of a lot bigger. This is actually, I think, bigger than what's on Big Red. Big Red's a little bit smaller than that. But this is more of a higher end radio. This is more of a fancy radio. And then this is chrome, by the way. I thought they were going to not do the chrome anymore, but I guess they wanted to do the chrome just a little bit. So, yeah. So, that's basically it on the CB radio. That's what it is. So I'm going to put this away now without breaking any freaking buttons. But I'm not going to really cover this up because it's just going to be coming right out of the thing anyway. So yeah, and like I said, this is your mic. They always have these ends taped up really good, so I'm not going to bother. So hopefully you guys can see it. There's a little bit of chrome on the mic as well. So, yeah. So that's your mic. And then your bracket. And then this is just some kind of a sticky thing. I guess I don't really know what that's for. Just tells you what the radio is, even though we know because that's what we bought. I'm probably not going to be doing an install of this because I'm going to need my uncle to do this because, well, tuning it is probably going to be okay, but he's the one that's got to crawl on top of the roof and route all the wiring and shit because he can do it better than me. So, oh yeah, and then don't forget your clip for the mic hanger. The book. So that's what I got for in the house, and then for the tractor, I'll probably get another Cobra 29. I might get the compact version, I guess, maybe. I'll see if they still make them by then. So yeah, let's get into cracking that CB antenna out. Oh, come on. No, I'm not going to bother. So yeah, so you don't have to get a big fancy CB. You can get a cheap one as long as you just get a really good antenna. You'll be fine with that cheap radio. Okay, so you need a radio. This is the kind of mount that I'm going to use. I guess, like I said, the claw mount for that. Freaking garbage, some more garbage. 100 feet, or however much feet you think you need of wire. I got the 100 foot. I probably maybe could have gotten away with a 50 footer. I don't know. The last time I tried a 50 footer, it never worked out. So I got 100 feet. Okay. And then you'll need your 12 volt plug thingy. And this will actually work for. This is also very good for in the car use too. If you just wanted to do a temporary CB mount or setup in your car. And then you'll need a stud And then if you want, you can get the quick disconnect. Which I got that because if I need to tune it, I want to see what that vehicle is. If you need to tune it, then you can just drop it real quick. Just got a Bobcat. Alright. So, yeah. And like I said, that should be the 102-inch whip. So this antenna is going to be way up there because, you know, you got to add another 3 feet on top of that. So, and of course I like how they use a piece of PVC and then some duct tape, which is freaking fantastic. Can't think of nothing better to use. But whatever. And apparently they will not ship these kind of antennas overseas. I don't even thought they might ship these to Canada, but they won't ship them anywhere else, unfortunately. Which I guess would honestly be kind of a bad thing for a lot of people, but I'm sure if you live like in the UK or something, I'm sure they would have some there already for you to get. Oh, that's the top side of my antenna. Well, that's what the tip will look like. That's kind of an interesting tip. I'm not even going to be able to get it out of here. Unless I go way the hell over here with it. I'm still not going to make it, boys. I got to be getting close. Oh yeah, there's the end of it. Okay. So that's your 102-inch whip right there, boys. She is going to be a tall son of a bitch. I can't even turn it. There's nowhere to frickin' turn without crashing into something. So what I'm going to do tonight, get it on this side. And this antenna has really got some flexibility to it, as you can see. Which ain't going to matter so much on top of the house. But there's your thread. It actually seems a little bit smaller than what my setup is, but I think we can get it to work. It says that it's for the heavy-duty antennas, and this is considered a heavy-duty antenna from what it says online. So, yeah, that actually should, oh yeah, that'll fit. Oh yeah, definitely. Alright. So, yeah, so this is the 102-inch whooper. And I don't think you have to tune this. Well, yeah, you'll have to tune it a little bit, but there's no marks here to show to actually take the antenna out to say like cut it or anything. So this is probably like a non-tunable antenna. You'll have to just tune it with your SWR meter, which some CBs will have that built into them, but they don't recommend they use them. They recommend they get one that's separate from the radio, which is what I have down in the basement. Apparently that'll give you more of an accurate reading, which is what I'll do. Oh yeah, and this is the big spring for it too. And I think this spring is like 6 inches long. Nope, 4 inches tall. Alright, well. So, 4 inches plus probably however the quick attach mount thing is, and then which would say on there. So that's 102 plus 4 inches. 4 inches plus this one here says 3 3/8 inches tall. So, and then the mount is the tripod mount is 3 feet tall. So yeah, it's going to get way up there, boys. So if I don't get damn good range with this antenna, which I know I probably will, you know, then whatever. But it's going to be more than enough for my place, because I don't use this to talk to like truckers or anything. I'm going to be basically using this for home talking. Like if I'm out in the field, let's say if I'm out in the big tractor doing whatever with it, and someone needs to get a hold of me, they can get a hold of me through the CB, right? You know, because cell phones, sometimes work here, and sometimes they go out. And plus, if they're working on the towers are going to go down, and then you need another reliable way of talking to people, and the only way to do it is with CBs, or if you have a license, you can use UHF radios, whatever. Walkie-talkies work too, but they're only short range, like a mile and a half or something. The antenna that's on Big Red, which you see right here, I think that's rated for, I think maybe 4 to 6 miles, something like that. Whatever the hell it was, it's probably a little bit less than that now because I had to cut a little bit off to tune it correctly. But you know how that'll be, right? But that still works. I still hear truckers every once in a while. I might be able to pick up more truckers with this setup now because I got the bigger antenna. But this is for the house, so this will be an interesting deal. Alright, so that's all you're going to really need. You need a good antenna. You don't have to get the 102-inch whip. You can get, well, depending on how far you want to go out, the further you want to go out, the bigger the antenna you have to get. So, it's kind of up to you guys how far you think you want to reach out. They make even bigger antennas than these. But they're not whips. They're almost like, they'd be like the size of that PVC pipe, really. And they'll go out probably 20 miles plus. I think 20 to like 50 miles they'll go way out there. So if you wanted to use CBs for, talking from one business to another business or from a business to a trucker or whatever, you could. Truckers are not going to be able to push out that far, but, it's just, I guess, kind of however, you could use your setup for, so. But that's basically it. That's all you really need. You just need a good solid antenna. You don't need a good radio, but I got a good radio because I wanted to. You need some coax wire, your 12-volt adapter thingy. Then you'll need another 12-volt adapter thingy, which I didn't bring with me, but I have it. And if you want the quick disconnect, you can. If you want the spring, you can get it. And then, however you're going to mount it, you'll have to find a mount that'll work for your setup. So, yeah. So there you go, guys. That's the CB setup for the house. Like I said, the 102-inch whip was going to probably be a little bit too big, but I just wanted to get it because I wanted to see exactly what they were going to look like. And it's going to get way up there, that's for sure. Because I'm going to probably be easily adding on another 4 foot, probably, or 3.5 maybe. A little bit more than that. Maybe I want to say maybe an extra 4 foot to that. So she's going to get up there quite a ways. And I have to, obviously, you have to make sure you ground these to something. If you could actually go to something, I don't know if you want to do this or not, but see, I think for someone, let's say, like, if I can remember your name now, Captain Jerk, because he was able to find a really old CB radio, and he doesn't know if it works or not. I don't know if you have a panel anywhere in your apartment. I think you live in an apartment, and if you can find that, and if you could find the grounding bar, you could just run your 14 gauge. You would probably need quite a bit of it because you're going to have to route it and try to hide it. Then you just have to run it from your antenna mount, because you have to ground that system, and then you have to run it to something that's, you have to run it to your panel. See, like on Big Red, Big Red's kind of a little bit of a different setup. Because you see the lights are grounded to this, and then this is grounded. Here's the grounding wire. That goes down to the frame of the four-wheeler. So it's grounded to the whole entire machine. So that's how you'd want to do it if you're putting it in a vehicle. But it's basically kind of that same thing. But some people, I don't know, some people say if you can look, if you have an air conditioner or something, you could apparently find a grounding spot in that and ground it to that. But I don't think that's a really good idea. You're just better off running it straight to the fuse panel, or the panel in your apartment, if you have one, go to the grounding bar on that and just ground it there. You'd be good enough because then that's grounded to the building and then the building's grounded to the ground. So you're not gonna hurt it. Just don't hook it to a fuse or hook it to to a breaker or whatever. So yeah, so there you go, guys. That's the CB setup for the house, and whenever I get this installed, I will let you guys know. And yeah, this guy's been picking up leaves for like 2 days straight. He's got LED lights. You can tell that already. I'm not zooming in because the zoom thing's broken, but they're definitely LEDs. So yeah, that's what you need. So anyways, guys, I'm going to take off, so I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take care easy.